Continue the exercise 9.2 of AP. We were doing question number 7, 8. 8 question we have completed. Now we will do question number 9. Question number 9, this is one of the important question of this exercise. Question number 9. And it is given the sum of n terms of two arithmetic progression. The sum of n terms of two arithmetic progressions. The sum of n terms of two arithmetic progression. The sum of n terms of two arithmetic progression are in the ratio 5n plus 4 ratio 9n plus 6. 5n plus 4 ratio 9n plus 6. Then find the ratio of their 18th term. Find the ratio of their 18th term. So we have given that there are two APs and the sum of n terms of two APs are in the ratio 5n plus 4 ratio 9n plus 6, and we have to find the ratio of their 18th term. So let A1, A2, let A1, A2 be the first term. E1, E2 be the common difference of two AP whose sum is S and SS. We have supposed that there are two APs and the first term of the two APs be A1 and A2. The common difference of two APs be D1, D2, and their sum is S and S'. So we have given the sum of n terms of two arithmetic progression are in the ratio. So first we calculate the value of S. So S equals to n by 2. In both the AP there are n terms. So n by 2 2a1 plus n minus 1 into d1. And then we calculate S dash, sum of n terms of second AP. So n by 2 2a2 plus n minus 1 into dt. Then we are given the ratio, means S upon S dash. So S upon S dash, n by 2 gets cancelled and it comes to A1 plus n minus 1 into D1 upon 2A2 plus n minus 1 into D2. And the ratio is already given, 5n plus 4, the ratio 9n plus 6. So 2A1 plus n minus 1 D1 upon 2A2 plus n minus 1 D2 is equals to 5n plus 4 upon 9n plus 6, and name it first number equation. Now we have to find the ratio of their 18th term. So the ratio of their 18th term, the ratio of their 18th term, means 18th term of the first AP upon 18th term of the second AP. So 18th term of the first AP is calculated by A1 plus L minus 1D. A1 plus N means 18. 18 minus 1D1 upon A2 plus 18 minus 1D. This is the ratio of 18th term of two APs. And after solving, we get A1 plus 17D1 upon A2 plus 17D2. Now multiply the numerator and denominator by 2. Multiply the numerator and denominator by 2. Then we get 2A1 plus 2 into 17, that is 34D1 upon 2A2 plus 34D2. We multiply the numerator and denominator by 2. So we get 2A1 plus 34D1 upon 2A2 plus 34D2. And this can be written as 2A1 plus 34D1 can be written as 35 minus 1D1 upon 2A2 plus 35 minus 1D2, and name it second number equation. Now compare equation first and second. Here 2A1 plus n minus 1D1 upon 2A2 plus n minus 1D2. 2A1 plus 35 minus 1D1 and 2A2 plus 35 minus 1D2. So these two are the similar terms, like terms. Now we compare. So 2A1, D1, at the place of D1 both there is D1, and at the place of N there is 35. So we get the value of N. We get the value of N equals to 35 by comparing first and second. By comparing first and second, we get the value of N equals to 35. Now put the value of N equals to 35 in the expression. 5 into 35 plus 4 upon 9 into 35 plus 6. So 5 into 35, 175 plus 4, and now 35 into 9, 315 plus 6. This comes to be 179 upon 320. So this is the ratio of their 18th term. This is the ratio of their 18th term. 179 upon 321. This is the ratio of 18th term of 280. Now we discuss the next question. And that is question number 10. Question number 10. If the sum of first three terms of an AP, if the sum of first three terms of an AP if the sum of first three terms of an AP is equal to the sum of the first few terms is equal to the sum of the first few terms is equal to the sum of the first few terms. If the sum of the first three terms of an AP is equal to the sum of the first few terms, then find the sum of first p plus q terms. Then find the sum of first p plus q terms. So we suppose that let A be the first term. Let A be the first term, D be the common difference. Let A be the first term and D be the common difference of an AP. Then we have given that the sum of first p terms, means SP, is equal to the sum of first q terms, means SQ. We have given SP is equals to SQ. Sum of first p terms is equal to sum of first q terms. So sum of first p terms is given by p by 2 to a plus p minus 1 into d. We are using the formula n by 2 2a plus n minus 1 d. At the place of n there is p. And sum of first q terms is given by q by 2 2a plus q minus 1 into d. Now from both sides 2 gets cancelled. 2 at the denominator from both sides gets cancelled. We remove the bracket by multiplying p. So 2ab plus p square d minus ed equals to 2aq plus q square d and minus q. From here, 2ap and this 2aq will go on left side, becomes negative, plus p square d and minus q square d goes on left side. Minus pd and minus qd will come on left side, becomes plus qd. So qd minus pd equals to g. From first two terms, 2a is common. So we get p minus q. From next two terms, d is common. So we get p square minus q square. D is taken common. So we get p square minus q square. And from these two terms, d is taken common. So q minus p equals to g. Now 2a p minus q plus d and p square minus q square is written as p minus q and p plus q. And from here, inside the bracket, we take minus h common. So we get p minus q equals to g. Now throughout, p minus q is common. So we get 2a plus d into p plus q and minus d equals to g. So either p minus q equals to 0 and p equals to q. Either p minus q equals to 0 and p equals to q. And from here, we get 2a plus, from these two terms, d is taken common. So p plus q minus 1 equals to g. So we get 2a plus, and the value of 2a plus d into p plus q minus 1 equals to g. Now we have to find the sum of first p plus q terms. The sum of first p plus q terms means we have to calculate sp plus q. So p plus q by 2 and 2a plus and p plus q minus 1d. Here the value of 2a plus p plus q minus 1d is 0. So p plus q by 2 into 0. The whole term we get g. Sum of first p plus q term is written as p plus q by 2 and 2a plus p plus q minus 1d. But here there is 2a plus p plus q minus 1d equals to 0. So we put the value 0. So 0 multiplied by anything, we get the result as 0. And this we have to prove. Now next question, that is sum of first P, Q and R terms of an AP are A, B, C respectively. Question number 11. Sum of first P, Q and R terms. SP is given. SP is equals to A. Sum of first Q terms means SQ is equals to B. And sum of first R terms HT. SR is C. Sum of first P terms is A. Sum of first Q terms is B. And sum of first R terms is C. Then prove that we have to prove that A by P, Q minus R. A by P, Q minus R plus B by Q, R minus P, B by Q, R minus P plus C by R, P minus Q. C by R, P minus Q equals to 2. This we have to prove. So let the first term of an AP is X. Let X be the first term of an AP. And B be the common difference. So SP equals to A. We have given SP equals to A. So sum of first P terms means N by 2 to A. The first term we have taken X plus N minus 1 means P minus 1 into B equals to A. And 2x plus P minus 1 into B is equals to 2A upon P. This 2 will shift here and P would come at the place of denominator. Now we have given the SQ. SQ equals to B. So Q by 2, 2x plus Q minus 1 into B equals to B. Now after solving we get 2x plus Q minus 1 into B equals to 2B upon Q. Name it second number equation. Then SR equals to C. SR equals to C. So R by 2, 2x plus R minus 1B equals to C. And 2x plus R minus 1 into B equals to 2C by R. This is the third number equation. Now we find the value of Q minus R, R minus P and P minus Q. So subtract second from first. Subtract second equation from first equation. Then we get the value of P minus Q. Subtract second from first. So we solve it linearly. plus p minus 1 into b equals to 2a by p. And the second equation is 2x plus q minus 1b equals to 2b upon q. Change the sign, 2x cancel, d is common. So p minus 1 minus q plus 1 into d equals to 2a by p minus 2b by q. Minus 1 plus 1 cancel. And we get the value of p minus q into d equals to 2a by p minus 2b by q, and p minus q equals to 1 by d and 2a by p minus 2b by q. Rest we see in the next video.